Good morning, dear children. Today we will continue Science and Technology Part 1, remaining part of Chapter 9, Carbon Compounds. Functional group in carbon compounds. Students, till now you have learned about the hydrocarbon compounds formed by combination of the elements carbon and hydrogen. Many more types of carbon compounds are formed by formation of bonds of carbon with other elements such as halogens, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. The atoms of these elements substitute one or more hydrogen atoms in the hydrocarbon chain and thereby the tetravalency of carbon is satisfied. The atom of the element which is substitute for hydrogen is referred to as a heteroatom. Sometimes heteroatoms are not alone but exist in the form of certain group of atoms. See above table. The compound acquires specific chemical properties due to these heteroatoms or the group of atoms that contain heteroatoms irrespective of the length and the nature of the carbon chain in that compound. Therefore, these heteroatoms or the group of atom containing heteroatoms are called as functional group. The table shows a few functional groups that occur in carbon compounds. Here, the free valency of the functional group is indicated by a short line. The functional group taking place of hydrogen is joined to the carbon chain with the valency. The carbon-carbon double and triple bonds are also recognized as the functional groups as the respective compounds get specific chemical properties due to them. The functional group shown in this table are halogens, chlorine, bromine and iodine. They are called as halo like chromo, bromo or iodo. Then oxygen, alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ether and esters, and nitrogen. Name of this carbon compound is amines. Next topic is homologous series. Students, you have seen that chains of different length are formed by joining the carbon atoms to each other. Moreover, you have also seen that a functional group can take place of a hydrogen atom on these chains. As a result of this, large number of compounds are formed having the same functional groups but different length of carbon chain. For example, there are many compounds such as CH3OH, CH3CH2OH, CH3CH2CH2OH, CH3CH2CH2CH2OH which contain alcohol as the functional group. Though the length of the carbon chain in them is different, their chemical properties are very much similar due to the presence of same functional group in them. So, the series of compounds formed by joining same functional group in the place of a particular hydrogen atom on the chains having sequentially increasing length is called homologous series. There are different homologous series in accordance with the functional group. For example, homologous series of alcohols, homologous series of carboxylic acids, homologous series of aldehydes, etc. All the members of the homologous series are homologues of each other. Earlier, you filled the structural formulae and molecular formulae in the above table. From that, the initial part of the homologous series of alkanes was formed. Let us understand the characteristics of homologous series by considering initial parts of the homologous series of alkanes, alkenes and alcohols. This is homologous series of alkanes: methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane and hexane. These members, their molecular formula, structural formula, number of carbon atoms, number of CH2 atoms and boiling point is shown in this table. This is homologous series of alcohol in which methanol, ethanol, propanol and butanol, their molecular formula, structural formula, number of carbon atoms, number of CH2 units and boiling point is given. This is homologous series of alkenes. Members shown here are ethene, propene, 1-butene and 1-pentene. Their molecular formulas, structural formulas, number of carbon atoms and number of CH2 units as well as boiling point is shown in this table. You have found that in any homologous series, while going in an increasing order of the length of the carbon chain, every time one methylene unit, that is CH2, goes on increasing. Therefore, while going in an increasing order of the length, there is a rise in the molecular mass of the member by 14 dalton. Inspection of the table A, B and C will reveal one more point to you, and that is gradation in the boiling point. Boiling point is a physical property of a compound. Generally, it is found that while going in an increasing order in any homologous series, the physical properties show variation in one direction, that is, a gradation is observed in the physical properties. The molecular formulae of the members of the homologous series of alkenes can be represented by a general formula CnH2n. When the value of n is 2, we get the molecular formula of the first member of this series as C2H2 into 2, that is C2H4. When the value of n is 3, the molecular formula of the second member of the alkane series is obtained as C3H2 into 3, that is C3H6. Question is, what would be the value of n for the first member of this series? The value of n for the first member of alkane series is 1. 2. The general molecular formula for the homologous series of alkynes is CnH2n minus 2. Write down the individual molecular formulae of the first, second and third member by substituting the values 2, 3 and 4 respectively for n in this formula. The answer to this question is shown above. From the above examples, we come to know the following characteristics of the homologous series. First, while going from one member to the next in the homologous series, A, 1-methylene, that is CH2 unit gets added. B, molecular mass increased by 14 dalton, and C, number of carbon atom increases by 1. Second characteristics, chemical properties of members of a homologous series show similarity. Third characteristics, all the members of homologous series can be represented by the same general molecular formula. Next topic is nomenclature system of carbon compounds. First is system of common names. Students, we have seen that today millions of carbon compounds are known. Initially, when the number of known carbon compounds was small, scientists named them in a variety of ways. Now, those names are called common names. For example, The sources of the names of the first four alkanes, namely methane, ethane, and propane and butane, are different. The names of the alkanes thereafter were given from number of carbon atoms in them. Two isomeric compounds having a straight chain or branched chain in their structural formulae are possible for the molecular formula CnH2n. The difference and interrelationship in them was indicated by naming them as a N-butane, that is normal butane, and I-butane, that is isobutane. IUPAC nomenclature system. International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry, that is IUPAC, put forth a nomenclature system based on the structure of the compounds, and it was accepted all over the world. There is a provision in this system for giving a unique name to all the carbon compounds. Let us see how some straight chain compounds containing one functional group are given IUPAC names, and let us also see their common names. There are three units in the IUPAC name any carbon compound, that is parent, suffix, and prefix. These are arranged in the names as prefix, parent, and suffix. An IUPAC name is given to a compound on the basis of the name of its parent alkane. The name of the compound is constructed by attaching appropriate suffix and prefix to the name of the parent alkane. The steps in the IUPAC nomenclature of straight chain compounds are as follows. Step 1. Draw the structural formula of the straight chain compound and count the number of carbon atoms in it. The alkane with the same number of carbon atoms is the parent alkane of the concerned compound. Write the name of this alkane. In case the carbon chain of the concerned compound contains a double bond, change the ending of the parent name from ANE to ENE. If the carbon chain in the concerned compound contains a triple bond, change the ending of the parent name from ANE to YNE. Number 1. Structural formula CH3CH2CH3. Straight chain is C single bond C single bond C. Parent name is propane. Now, structural formula is CH3CH2OH. Straight chain carbon single bond carbon. Parent name is ethane. Number 3. Structural formula is CH3CH2COOH. Straight chain C single bond C single bond C. Parent name is propane. Number 4. CH3 single bond CH2 single bond CH2 single bond CHO. Straight chain C single bond C single bond C single bond C. Parent name is butane. Number 5. Structural formula CH3 single bond CH double bond CH2. Straight chain C single bond C double bond C. Parent name is propene. Number 6. Structural formula is CH3 single bond C triple bond CH. Straight chain is C single bond C triple bond C. Parent name is propyne. Step 2. If the structural formula contains a functional group, replace the last letter E from the parent name by the condensed name of the functional group as suffix. Exception: the condensed name of the functional group halogen is always attached as the prefix. Step 3. Number the carbon atoms in the carbon chain from one end to the other. Assign the number 1 to carbon in the functional group CHO or COOH if present, otherwise the chain can be numbered in two directions, except that numbering which gives smaller number to the carbon carrying the functional group. In the final name, a digit, that is number, and a character, that is letter, should be separated by a small horizontal line as shown above. Usually, numbering is not required if the carbon chain contains only two carbon atoms. Table shows the IUPAC nomenclature. Step 2. There are some compounds like structural formula is given CH2, CH2OH, functional group is OH, so OL will be added, parent name is ethane, so parent suffix is ethanol. Second, CH3, CH2Cl, functional group is Cl, so chloro, parent name is ethane, so final name is chloroethane. 3. Br CH2CH3, functional group is Br, parent name is ethane, so final name with prefix is bromoethane. 4. CH2 single bond CH2CHO, functional group is CHO, that is alcohol, parent name is propane, so parent's suffix is propanol. Number 5. CH3 single bond COOH, functional group is COOH, so oic acid, parent name is ethane, so parent suffix is ethanoic acid. Number 6. CH3 single bond NH2, functional group is NH2, amine, parent name is methane, so methanamine. CH3 single bond CO single bond CH3, functional group is CO, so we'll add ONE, parent name is propane, so its parent suffix is propanone. This table shows IUPAC nomenclature system. Step 3. First one is propane 2OL 2. This is 2-chloropentane. 3. The compound is pentane 2-1. Some more steps are required for writing IUPAC names of compounds having more complex structural units such as branched chain, carbon rings, heterocycles, etc. Study of these will be included in the further standards. At the same time, also keep in mind that there is a practice of using common names of carbon compounds which are frequently used in the laboratory. This table shows the common names, structural formula and IUPAC name. Ethylene, structural formula CH2 double bond CH2, IUPAC name is ethene. Acetylene, CH triple bond CH, ethine. Acetic acid, CH3 single bond COOH, ethanoic acid. Methyl alcohol, CH3OH, methanol. Ethyl alcohol, CH3CH2OH, ethanol. And acetaldehyde, CH3 single bond CHO, ethanol. Acetone, CH3 single bond CO single bond CH3, name is propanone. Ethyl methyl ketone, CH3CO CH2 CH3, butane 2-one. Ethyl amine, CH3 CH2 NH2, ethanamine. And N-propyl chloride, CH3 CH CH2Cl, I-chloropropane. Now we'll discuss about chemical properties of carbon compounds. First property is combustion. Let us first look at combustion as a chemical property of carbon compounds. We have seen in the previous standard that carbon in the form of various allotropes on ignition in presence of oxygen undergoes combustion to emit heat and light and forms carbon dioxide. Hydrocarbons as well as most of the carbon compounds undergoes combustion in presence of oxygen to emit heat and light and form carbon dioxide and water as the common product. Some of the combustion reactions are as follows. First, C carbon plus O2 gives CO2 plus heat plus light. 2. CH4, that is methane, plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O plus heat plus light. 3. CH3 single bond CH2 single bond OH, that is ethanol, plus 3O2 gives 2CO2 plus 3H2O plus heat plus light. To study combustion in detail, we will perform one experiment. For this apparatus, Bunsen burner, copper gauge, metal plate, etc. Chemicals: ethanol, acetic acid and naphthalene. Procedure: place one of the above chemical 3-4 drops or a pinch on clean copper gauge at room temperature. Hold it on the blue flame of the Bunsen burner and observe. Is smoke or soot seen to form due to combustion? Hold the metal plate on the flame when the substance is undergoing combustion. Does any deposit get collected on the plate? Which color? Repeat the same procedure using other chemicals from the above list. In the above activity, ethanol is saturated carbon compound while naphthalene is an unsaturated compound. Generally, saturated carbon compounds burn with a clean blue flame, while unsaturated carbon compounds burn with a yellow flame and release black smoke. It is this black smoke due to which a deposit of black soot got collected on the metal plate. Comparison of the molecular formulae indicates that the proportion of carbon is larger in unsaturated compound than in saturated compounds. As a result, some unburnt carbon particles are also formed during combustion of unsaturated compounds, while in the flame, these hot carbon particles emit yellow light and therefore flame appears yellow. However, if oxygen supply is limited, a yellow flame is obtained by combustion of saturated compounds as well. Next property of carbon compound is oxidation. Students, you have seen that carbon compounds start burning by combining easily with oxygen in the air when ignited in air. In this process of combustion, all the chemical bonds in the molecule of the carbon compound break and carbon dioxide and water are formed as the product. In other words, the carbon compounds are completely oxidized during combustion. Chemical compounds can also be used as a source of oxygen. Substances that can give oxygen to other substances are called oxidants or oxidizing agents. Potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate are commonly used as oxidizing agents. An oxidizing agent effects on certain functional group in present carbon compounds. One more activity to study oxidation characteristics of carbon compounds. For this you will need test tube, Bunsen burner, measuring cylinder, dropper, etc. Chemicals needed are ethanol, dilute solution of sodium carbonate, dilute solution of potassium permanganate. Procedure: take 2-3 ml ethanol in test tube, add 5 ml sodium carbonate solution to it and warm the mixture by holding the test tube on the burner for a while. Do drop-wise addition of a dilute solution of potassium permanganate to this warm mixture with stirring. Does the typical pink color of potassium permanganate stay as it is on addition? No, it does not. In the above activity, ethanol gets oxidized by acidic potassium permanganate to form ethanoic acid. Only certain bonds in the vicinity of the functional group take part in this reaction. The above equation will explain this oxidation reaction of carbon compounds. On adding the pink colored solution of potassium permanganate to ethanol, the pink color disappears in the beginning. This is because potassium permanganate is used up in the oxidation reaction. At a certain point of the addition, oxidation of all the quantity of ethanol in the test tube is complete. If the addition of potassium permanganate is continued beyond this point, it is not used up and becomes excess. The pink color of this excess potassium permanganate does not vanish but stays as it is. Thank you, students. Remaining part of the chapter we will complete tomorrow. Till then, revise the completed part and study for your exams. Bye.